Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Listen up, it's going down. Ripping the Splatlands, we are deep cut. Okay, I can't even keep up with this. Okay, that is actually pretty close. Okay. So I did play a little bit this afternoon before I went into work for like a half hour. Enjoyed it so far. I have picked team paper because paper, you know, arts and all that is my thing. I think it's kind of a shame they won't let you have your progress go into the actual game release, but oh well. You know, before we go in, just real quick, I'm gonna do a different weapon for a bit. Ink brush, yeah. Splatfest tricolor. I think I would say by this point I feel satisfied in getting Splatoon 3. Just because, like, I mean, it kind of continues to do what was pretty fun with the other games, and it'll be nice to see where else things go. Kind of hoping that the single player will be a fun thing. Control the ultra signal and... Okay. Brush is doing pretty good. Ultra signal. Do not know what that means, but I'm guessing we want it. God, what am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should do something more range next time. I do enjoy, like, I know in past games, Splat Roller's kind of been my go-to most of the time. Okay, what is this? What am I doing? Okay, I think I vaguely recall this. Okay, so that shoots out things, I guess? Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. Chaos in the middle, of course. Did we do it? Name filled out a bunch, that's for sure. Yeah! Yeah. Okay, let's try out another weapon. You know what? Let's see what that bow life is about. Yep, charge to shoot fire. Okay. And grenade is kind of an obscuring thing? Should be fun. if I'm being very efficient with my coverage, but oh well. Ooh. Felt good. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I should have dodged away from that grenade. Ooh. Jump down to my buddy. Might as well go here. Okay, so I guess jumping engages a kind of vertical shot. Frick. Oh, come on. Sniper. Yeah, you are not getting that territory. Ooh. Yeah! The bow was more fun than I thought it would be. Okay, let's try out another thing. No. We got hit by plenty of sniper fire. Let's see how that is. I'm just hanging on there, okay. Just get that all filled up real quick. Ooh, that was good. We're not doing good with our coverage. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. Oh, I saw that. It was close. It's gonna be close. Ooh. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess it's the top of the hour. What do we got? Okay, so nothing yet. And I guess, yeah, a lot of this just can't be done because we're not quite in. Because this is a demo and they won't let us do progression quite yet. Let's head out and see what's what. Oh, do I gotta... I thought they would do the thing now, like the news announcements, but I guess they aren't quite doing that as heavily as before. Oh, that's like, no, not quite yet. I mean, I guess we just check here. Eeltail Alley. Alright, oh, let's try different equipment. You know what? Since I am wearing headphones. And let's try the 52 gal. You know what? Just to make sure I don't put too much into it. Try just do a normal one for now.
How are you?
Hello. I am, as the kids say, having fun.
I am not.
Oh.
It's always the thing with Splatoon, where I'm like, oh yeah, I actually don't really like this that much.
Oh.
It's always a constant battle with the controls, so it's like, because I don't use the motion sense, sensing control, motion sense controls, or whatever you call it, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sticks don't cut
like,
it out for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. It's too bad they don't include, like, mouse support. Because, I mean, I do know they did include mouse support for the, like, Labo Game Garage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it helps for me that I'm not exactly the best at FPSs to begin with, so I don't mind if I get a little bit sloppy. Well, I feel like I've gotten a little bit better at this, though I don't know if, like, maybe for me the game is slightly improved, or I'm just a little bit better than when I previously tried some things, like, especially trying, like, the sniping weapons. Like, I'm never really that good at aiming. But
yeah.
I got a few kills, which felt nice.
I mean, I did have a bit of fun with the tent umbrella.
Ooh. I remember trying that out in Splatoon 2 and not having a good time with it, though maybe that would be worth trying again.
I mean, just basically you firing the actual shield aspect, like part of it, the umbrella part, as it were, and just following along behind that, shotgunning people.
Hmm. I did give a little bit of a try with the Splatana, and I thought that would be very fun, but, like, I think I still kind of need to just figure out what exactly its deal is, because, like, okay, you know, like, okay, you slash and it sends out a wave. It's like, okay, and that makes sense, and you charge it up and that kind of alters how it fires, but it still feels kind of awkward to me.
Yeah.
Found the bow kind of nice, though. Like, I still need to kind of get a full feel of it, especially when it comes to getting its orientation right, but, like, I had fun with it, and I don't know, there's something fun about being able to use a bow in a shooter. Just conceptually speaking.
My biggest problem with the bow is not what I wanted from a bow. Because it's like, it's basically a charged shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
The way I figured the bow would work would have been, more like a, kind of similar to like the E-Leader or whatever, more like one of those sniper weapons, but, probably faster firing, that you don't have to charge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's instead this weird tri-shot charge shotgun thing. I'm like, no, that's not what. No.
I kind of enjoy it for what it is, but it's like, yeah, like, it was not what I initially expected when, it's like, oh yeah, it's a bow weapon, like, and I know for me, I guess I thought, oh, it's gonna be like Warframe, kind of, but no, that's not what it is at all.
Wait, how do you? You stayed as a team or whatever.
Yeah, I just did the immediate, thing, yeah. Yeah, I think once I do this frickin' thing, I'll take just a quick break from the gameplay to drink my drink and yeah. I will say though, another thing I found kind of interesting when booting up the game and doing the character creation type stuff. It was kind of interesting seeing some of the different tentacle / hairstyles.
Yeah.
Like, I found some of the asymmetrical ones kind of interesting. Like, they're not all ones I really think I'll go for, but it's like, huh, that's kind of neat. Like, it makes me kind of wish that they did have some hairstyles that would let you pick like one half of the asymmetry and symmetrize it. Like,
yeah,
there's the one that's like, oh yeah, there's one where it's like normal tentacle on one side and braids on the other side, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I get you there, 'cause I didn't like that one really.
Yeah, and it's like, I think it's cool they allow that as an option. But it's like, you know, it would be cool if just like, yeah, you could just select, yeah, just all braids.
This is the problem. Another one of the problems I have with this game is like, because they're like, oh, it's the fashion in this game is based on like Japanese street fashion, and I think Japanese street fashion is kind of ugly.
Hmm.
That's one of the reasons why in both 1 and 2, I always use the schoolgirl outfit. And then I guess 2, I did briefly use the outfit from the Octoling expansion. Can't remember the name of it at the moment.
Yeah, Octo expansion.
Yeah, really, that is just it. It wasn't me misremembering the name. It was literally just.
It's what it is. It's that simple. Oh my god, I just noticed one of the hair things was a fucking tentacle pompadour. Yeah, umbrella might not be the one for me. But yeah, like, the clothing is really eclectic. Like, I kind of hope they'll have some more variety of stuff when the full game comes out.
Yeah.
I do like that they include in some extra things for the end of round. Things like, oh yeah, you spread the most ink, or use the most ink, or were the most targeted, or whatever. I like it when they include little stats, things like that. Try Slosher for my next thing, and
I know another weapon that I used to have a lot of success with. I can't quite remember what it's called. It's like the airburst sort of, where you fire a shot of ink that explodes after, like a.
I think that's the Nova.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Because it's like the one that almost looks like a futuristic ray space gun kind of thing.
Maybe. I remember the air sprayer used to be OP.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember getting a lot of their covers of that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's just, arrow spray go brrr kind of thing. Yeah, music still jams at least.
Yeah.
I love that people will put in the time to put together these high quality shitpost freaking whatever they're called. Not Meverse posts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Part of me wanted to do a wrestling reference, even though I didn't choose Team Scissor. There's this tag team called the Acclaimed, who are very, very cringe. They do very cringe rap. And I absolutely hated them at the start because I'm like, oh, I hate this whole sort of freaking rap sort of persona thing. But then they got put into a really interesting story, a really fun storyline. I'm like, oh god, I hate it. I like them now. But their whole thing is because they'll be like, yo, listen, the Acclaim have arrived, and then they do a scissor symbol because their thing is scissoring.
Okay.
They'll get their fingers and scissor, and at one point they were teamed up with the Gun Club, which I don't know how much you know about wrestling, but there's a legendary wrestler named Billy Gunn. And he was known as the Arse Man back in the day. So he has kids now. And they wrestle. And one particular wrestler named Danhausen coined the name for them, the Arse Boys. So yes, they were teamed up with the Arse Boys, and they then changed their thing to be "See the meat, Daddy Ass."
That sounds beautiful. Oh. there, there can be a certain beauty to just, yeah, following the bit and keeping with it, and there is just, you know what? Yes, you do your thing, you crazy people.
Yeah, like the fun thing about that storyline is like it really showed them as like really good friends, and Billy Gunn was like, yeah, look at these the Acclaimed, they're my boys as well. But then his kids really don't like being called the Arse Boys, so they end up the basic partnership fell apart because they were just sick of being called the Arse Boys.
Aww.
And so it's like Billy Gunn's like, he sides with his kids, but he's like, come on, just get over it. I prefer I want to go back with the Acclaim. They're fun.
Oh.
Wrestling is stupid and I love it.
It's there is kind of a magic moment in a fandom where it's like, oh no, I can't stand this one part of this thing. It's like I'm ashamed to kind of be associated with this thing, and oh, this thing would be great if it weren't for this one thing. And then there's, you know what, this thing is great because of the stupid bullshit. Try out a tricolor battle.
They're available?
Yeah.
When I tried, it wasn't available.
Unable to. Ah, god damn it! And of course, it gets an error. But yeah, like I've tried them out and they were working.
Huh.
They had a little goof, but I'm sure that'll do fine. The options are, yeah, right there for the main thing, pro and ooh, battle time.
Yeah, cause like I tried, like I looked at it, it says not available yet.
That's weird. Maybe the servers, like, are you on? Is there an Australian server section? Okay,
yeah.
Maybe there's something not working on their end, or yeah. Yeah. Okay, working out. I never really used the slosher weapon that much myself. It admittedly, mostly just because I thought it was kind of a dumb weapon. Because like, oh yep, just a bucket of paint. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying things out, and it's like, yeah, it works. It is what it needs to be.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really used it.
I guess for me, like, when I think of, like, the things of, like, okay, yeah, you got, like, a... Like, it's not just a close range thing, because you do have a slight bit of range, but it's like, I guess for me, whenever I think of, like, okay, if I'm gonna get something at this range, I might as well use a splat roller.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I still kind of feel that way, even using it now. Like, yeah, it's an okay weapon, but it's like, you know what? For its purposes, like, if I wanted to go close range, I'd probably go splat roller, and if not that, I'd probably, you know, if I wanted to do slight close range, I'd probably use the arrow spray or some other mid-range, mid to close range weapon.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I do find myself appreciating the... One of the things I realized was kind of one of the fun conceits of Splatoon, is I remember seeing it get pointed out that, like, one of the things that is nice about Splatoon and how it works versus your other typical shooters is it's a game where even if you're not good at precision and hitting enemies, you're always contributing because, you know, each splash of ink will still contribute to your territory. And I think that's kind of something I like about that too, is like, even if I don't feel like going directly into the conflict, I can still just spread ink.
Yep.
Or in this case, just eat it! Okay, let's try something else. I mean, I've tried most of the main weapon types, though. You know, I haven't really just done a basic splatter shot yet, so why not?
I really did enjoy the new crab bot thing. It was kind of fun. It just feels like it lasts not long enough.
Yeah, like... It felt rather vulnerable, it felt to me, because, like, it seemed like something, like, maybe I was just fucking dumb and went right into the line of fire of too many things at once. Oh, fuck. But, like, it felt like it didn't take as much as a big frickin' crab mech should take.
Yeah.
Still, it's nice, and it's like... I guess it's sort of the, this game's equivalent of, like, the previous game, how, like, the previous game had the, oh, you turn into a ball or giant squid and go around. It's, like, not quite that, but it's like, oh, yeah, that's sort of like the big transformation dealio.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's one thing I will give them with the, specials for this game, is they don't quite feel like how it was with, Splatoon 2, where it felt like, oh, it's a slightly upgraded of some of the ones from the previous game with maybe a few new things. This one, they've all felt pretty different so far, at least in my opinion.
But by the way, I should have pointed this out and just noticed because I was doing some other stuff. You've got the visuals turned around the wrong way. You're on the big screen, Splatoon's on the small screen.
Oh, right, I meant to change
Yeah.
that. Okay. Ah! Splat it up.
Really like the idea of the tricolor.
It's kind of surprisingly like a nice mix-up. Like, it's one of those things when you hear, oh, it's Splatoon 3, and the big innovation is that there's gonna be 3 team battles. It's like, wow, guys, how long did it take you to think of that? But, like, actually, it's kind of... What?
Go continue.
But yeah, I was just thinking, like, I think, like, it's worked out surprisingly well. Like, it provides a nice, interesting dynamic compared to the standard 2-team matchup. I think especially since it's, like, you know, one of those things where, it's, you know, 2 small ones versus 1 big one. You could still have people fighting for their thing while still trying to gang up on the more dominant folks.
Yeah. Because I just realized that it's 2v2v4.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it affects the dynamics, because for my region at least, when I logged in and checked on what the Splatfest results were, it was like almost like everyone had like roughly 30%, give or take.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see
and
how
I
this works.
I just found. Okay, so I think it is a region-based thing. The tricolor is not available yet in my region
Dang it. Also,
because they probably wanted to do it so that way it's the same amount of time for every region. So like, therefore, it's not going to start until 4 o'clock for me,
okay.
which then mean like the last 6 hours is tricolor. Cause
Yeah,
yeah, it's a 12-hour thing. Yeah.
yeah, and and they did outline that, yeah, the tricolor will be in the latter part of the thing. I just wasn't like, I thought the timing would be the same for like everyone, like all regions were going in the same 12-hour block, but I guess that makes more sense that they would try to make it so that each like major region has its own time set.
Yeah.
I do like that they give you that little practice area so that you can like actually try out the weapons right away before heading into things. Get yourself refamiliarized if you need to.
Yeah. I'm not sure I really get the Zipcaster. It's feels weird because it's like this isn't a game where you really need that extra movement option since you can already just like zip around everywhere and like zip up walls in ink form.
Yeah, like I have a feeling like maybe that's something that will become a bit more obvious as time goes on. Because I know I have a bit of a hard time just kind of wrapping my head around it myself. Dang, what is with all these freaking communication errors? Because that seems like a thing that would like, because like there are like plenty of walls and things where it's like, oh, you can't just zip up with ink because they're unsplattable. Maybe I'll just do regular Splatfest for a bit, see if that helps. Because yeah, like it seems really neat to have that as an ability, but like, yeah, that may be a thing where it's like, yeah, you really got to figure out how to make good use of it.
I'm gonna actually give the bow a try before I, cause like looking at it again, I'm like, okay, yeah, as you do charge, like it does make a more narrow, longer range shot. I think I was just looking more at the actual shot effect. I'm like, oh, that's 3 shots. It's like, I mean, 3 bullets.
Hmm. getting a little bit better at the tank at least.
Yeah, I don't think it's like so much as a tank like, in terms of taking damage. I think it's just more it gives
Weapons
you
platform.
a lot of firepower. Yeah.
Make sure home turf is splatted up. And then die. You frickin' get out of here, you dude. Like, man, it always hurts when it is a close call and a lose because, oh, it turns out we didn't ink up enough of the turf around our starting position.
Yeah. Huh.
What's up?
Okay, quick firing the bow is really good for coverage.
Hmm.
And yeah, speaking of, like, everyone just immediately ran in and I'm still back at home base because it wasn't even covered at all. Like, I get some people probably like, oh, someone's gonna do that. But when everyone thinks that...
Yeah. At least nice that when that happens, there's at least one dude who's like, you know what, yeah, I'm just gonna be on painting duty. Yeah! Let's try out... Blaster. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Blaster was the weapon that, the one that goes a bit and then bursts.
Yeah. Okay, I've had a pretty good run with the bow there.
Nice.
Still have not been on a winning team.
Aww. Well, I hope that changes. Because, yeah, that really is nothing more demoralizing and taking away from the fun of a game than just constantly losing. I remember that ruined a Splatfest for me.
Yeah, like, a big part of that is, like, the 4v4 format is what really does it, because it really means that you have more duty in how well the team does.
Hmm. Yeah, like, everyone really does have to pull their part. There really can't be a straggler.
Yeah, at least it makes sense now why the bow only had the poison mist as its sub-weapon, a weapon that has no coverage ability, because the bow itself is actually pretty good at coverage. That is like one of the interesting aspects they have to, like, I've always thought it was a bit weird that's like, oh, why don't they just let people customize their own loadouts? It's like, because to make things balance, they have to balance weapons coverage with utility.
Mm-hmm. I guess they're kind of afraid some people might, like, try to abuse that, but, I mean...
Because otherwise, yeah, like, there'd be some busted combos.
Yeah, this is gonna be an L. Gonna keep going to the end, but yeah, this is gonna be an L. And the overhead. Oh, yep. Oh, that hurts.
I still love, back in the Switch's launch, they revealed one really key detail about, Nintendo lore.
That being...
Each is a badass sniper.
Yes.
Because if I recall, she had the highest splats on her team, and she did it with the leader or whatever.
Actually, speaking of which, I think I might go for using the leader for a bit. Although now that I'm thinking of, I like how the third member of the crew is a manta ray that just says A.
Yeah.
When I first saw him, I thought, oh, this looks kind of stupid, but you know what? I feel like he might grow on me.
Yeah. The interesting thing, when Shiva was first shown, they never revealed her gender. Even like the Japanese honorifics were all like gender neutral.
Mm-hmm.
So it really seemed like Shiva was supposed to be like, you know, everybody non-binary. but it. And I still don't think they have actually officially announced. It's only been Nintendo America that says, "Oh yeah, no, she." So, how official that is? That's probably going to be the argument that a lot of people have that want her, or yeah, Shiva to be non-binary.
I mean, and depending on how you want to interpret it, you could just be, yeah, it's just she for the sake of convenience, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was freaking surprised to see that Freya is a she. So I thought that was a guy at first, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of fits because like all of the previous hosts have been female, but still.
Yeah. But yeah, like the it's funny how it works when it comes to I'm blanking at the moment. Alright, yeah, so the English names. English is the only one where their names are actually different, whereas like every other language seems to have something closer to their Japanese names. Their Japanese names are puns related to so Shiva is basically a pun on shark in Japanese, and Fry is a pun on eel. And every other language seems to follow this. Technically, you could say that it's the same here, because a group of sharks is known as a Shiva, and a group of eels is known as a Fry. But it doesn't have the same instant...
You gotta kind of look for the
connection.
wordplay.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, no one's filling up homework. Okay, yeah. Painting duty.
But in that effect, I also like the fact that what the English version of their names does is give them this other connection where, you know, Shiva and Fry, they are opposites.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Shiva represents cold, Fry represents like heat.
Which kind of makes sense with how there have been previous things that are kind of like, you know, puns on cooking that have been in some of the previous Splatoon things of like, you know, don't get cooked, stay off the hook, or, you know, similar.
Yeah. So the difference between the Open and Pro, I guess that's ranked.
I believe that is the case, yep. I think the pros are also, like, full-on teams. I've never really had the courage to step into that.
Do you use motion control, or...?
I use motion control, yes. I'm personally of the mind of, I feel like motion control plus control stick gives me a level of precision that I enjoy better than control stick alone.
Yeah, like, I probably would have better with motion control. The problem is, the only motion controls I have for the Switch are, of course, the Joy-Cons and, Massive Drift.
Oh god, yeah. Because, yeah, I was gonna say, oh, I do plenty good with the Joy-Cons, but yeah, that is... The very first set of Joy-Cons I got that came with my Switch, I've basically had to put away indefinitely because of drift. Like, I know there's been workarounds that have been found that, like, I think the thing that finally came out as like the best way to do it was like this thing where you put like a piece of cardboard behind the control stick, but like, man, I don't have the patience to try to break open my controller and mod it.
Yeah.
And I wound up getting these limited edition Skyward Sword Joy-Cons anyway, so it's like, yeah, I'll just start using these. And I think I'll swap over to see how Tricolor's doing. Once I accept a different thing.
One of the other big issues that I have is there's no immediate, like, oh, let's have a look at the map to see how we're doing.
Yeah. Ooh, battle time.
I love the new whale.
I don't think I've seen that yet.
It's the one where you get the little 6 little drones around you, and then they shoot the whale beams.
Oh, that one. Okay, I didn't realize that's what it was. I still need to like control it properly, but I think that's very neat.
Don't control it.
I mean, like in terms of like properly setting up how they shoot.
You don't do that either.
Like,
They just automatically target.
Oh.
Yeah, they just target like the closest people or whatever.
Let's cover this a little bit more.
Holy shit! Okay, that's my best game.
Oh.
Not only did we win by a landslide, I basically never got splattered, and I was MVP. Pretty sure I was MVP.
Nice. What were you using?
The bow.
Ooh.
So yeah, #1 overall splatter. Show me what the rest of my things are. Yeah, I got the most splats.
Well, congratulations, splatting person.
No, actually, so yeah, I got the most splats, but I didn't get top of the team because there was someone with an air sprayer that got, you know, more points than me. Because I got an air sprayer!
It's almost like using an object designed to spread paint is very good at getting paint coverage.
The ultra signal.
The little thing that appears in the center of the stage that does something? I think it boosts your percentage? I don't know.
Fair enough. Oh yeah. Have you heard? Sakurai is has made a YouTube channel.
Yes. I'm actually meaning to take a look at it one of these days.
Hmm.
It was funny seeing Arlo give his reaction to it. It's like, well, we're all doomed. We can't compete with this guy.
Yeah.
I feel so childish that I'm finding myself thinking of, okay, wouldn't it be hilarious if the lyrics being sung to these songs are actually hardcore controversial lyrics? To actually survive that. Yee. looks pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, that happened.
What happened?
I think my PC's been overheating lately. It's like,
Because... Sounds like that's not quite entirely fixed. Yeah, I'll go with this. Internet trouble is everywhere, it seems. Yeah. Ooh. I like that. Ah, dang it. That's embarrassing. Freaking paintbrush. Yeah, Red's got this. Maybe I should go for something long range for a bit. Doing better, I hope?
I think it's just my PC's not getting enough airflow. It's never been an issue before, but it's probably been, like, I haven't really, like, vacuumed out any dust or anything like that in a long time.
It would make sense for heating issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Ooh, that caught me off guard. Someone used the reef slider and caught me.
Ah.
I don't know what that person was doing. They were just using the roller, heading towards like 3 of us and just getting shot the crap out of. Like, dude, you're not gonna win. Oh! And then I got caught from behind by a splat roller. Chasing one of them, didn't pay attention. Yep.
Things got so bad, Argyle had to mute himself. At least I'm guessing that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm like... I've got people trying to talk to me while I'm also in the middle of something. It's just...
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. It's a heck of a freeze frame. Ah, dang it. Of course. You can do it? Yeah! Yeah, we're bouncing all over the place with these rankings. Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Doing real good with this Zeners guy. I mean, there's also been losses, but hey. It's been fun. close.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You don't seem to be having a good time with your equipment, sir.
Nah, which is making me worried.
Well, hopefully it just turns out to be one of those things where it just needs to cool off for a bit or something, or it just stops doing the bad thing.
Yeah.
Yes! Good work, presenters.
Okay. So yeah, like looking at my temperatures, yeah, like it is saying GPU is getting fairly hot.
Sounds like your GPU has no chill.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit, we actually won. I wasn't entirely sure before, but this has me convinced that, yeah, I might go ahead and get Splatoon 3 when it comes out.
Mm. I'm still not sure, just because there's so many other things that are going to be coming out.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, for me, I'm not too worried in that aspect because, well, yes, there are some other things come out. This feels like it hits in the category of game I don't really do too much.
Alright, this is September, isn't it, that it comes out?
Yeah, September 7th.
Ah, so not only a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Now I'm not even sure what's actually in that release cycle.
I mean, admittedly, I don't really know much myself. Oh, and I just realized I got switched over to the 4v4. Okay. I guess that kind of shows how much I'm in the zone that it took me a moment to figure that out. I see Grady is doing the Splatoon.
Yes.
One of us.
Surprised he hasn't jumped on to, unless he's like playing with other friends.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've learned, in the main game, you can change regions. Yay!
That is nice.
I just realized you're an octoling.
Yes. I'm a real sucker. I mean, I guess Inklings also have them on the tip of... And yes, I'm an octoling. Dang it! Always feels like a close thing with that Ultra Signal.
Yeah.
Which I suppose might be a good signal of the amount of tension and whatnot that goes into properly getting it.
Yeah. Huh. Jump shotting with the bow might be a good, quick method of getting, like, doing damage to a single target.
Yeah, because it goes the vertical. You get that nice line.
Yeah. gotta love, like, with the, frickin', Splatfest, team titles and whatnot, how, with paper, there is paper fan. So,
Yeah.
double. And a communication error has... Thanks, Jay.
That seems to happen. I suppose that is kind of part of the reason they do some things like this, is trying to get a handle on what the network load they gotta work with.
Hmm.
But yeah, like when it came to picking out which model I wanted to go for, I knew I was kind of predisposed towards the Octoling because I kind of really like that the character's hairstyle in the Octo expansion. But it's like, I don't know why when they were giving me the hair options, it's like, ooh, I could go with the regular Octo fashion, or ooh, drill tentacles.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but that just really spoke to something in me.
Okay, yeah, no, jump shotting actually doesn't really do any more damage to a single target because you're missing most of the shots anyway.
Hmm.
Spirit Bomb!
Yee.
Oh, okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to deal with... So I froze. I did successfully freeze all that rotten meat. Now I've just got to get rid of it.
I wish you luck, sir.
Be back soon.
Oh, you little fricker. please say that hit. Ah. Oh, he's gone. Oh wow. Mutual destruction raised.
Okay, I am back.
How was the awful quest?
So, I ended up just getting a face mask, you know, one of the good old face masks for COVID. Sprayed the shit out of it with air freshener. So that way I could then transport the frozen rotten meat outside. The good thing is, because, like, the smell didn't really disappear from, like, how it was yesterday, but because it wasn't sloshing around in there, it was now frozen, it was easy to transport without me worrying about, you know, dropping it and spilling it everywhere. But the new problem is, because it is frozen inside that drawer, I couldn't just tip it into the bin. So now I have to leave it outside for a bit until the ice melts just enough that I can then tip it into the bin.
Oh. Well, I will wish you luck when that time comes. Let's just spin it up.
I'm gonna join in my phone.
Wait, what?
My computer froze again.
I'm hearing something about your computer, which I can believe because your voice is sounding borked.
Yeah, my computer froze again. Oh. One up there.
Still sounding a bit muffled.
How about now?
Better, your words were at least legible.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because my PC keeps freezing, I'm just gonna join on my phone, and I'm going to think about moving my PC to a better spot of airflow.
Sounds wise. Oh, wow, yeah. A 32.2 to a 32.1. That's a win.
Damn!
thought for sure blue was gonna win.
The biggest problem about where I'm going to put my computer now is that's where I keep a lot of my amiibo and other figures.
Ah.
So now it's a case of where do I put them?
I mean, your amiibos don't need airflow.
Yeah, but my computer was under my desk.
Oh, yeah, that's not exactly a displayable spot.
Yeah.
Yee.
Now comes unplugging everything.
For every plugging, there must be an unplugging.
Holy crap.
What?
I don't think I've ever seen a dustier PC.
Yeah,
I
that
really
might be.
neglected it.
Ugh. Yeah.
It didn't look so dusty where it was under my desk, but then again, there wasn't really light getting to it.
Mmm. Oh yeah, that'll overheat a PC.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna have to vacuum it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, vacuuming will commence forthwith.
You teach those dust bunnies. Oh, it's gonna be close. Results are... Yeah, well. Why don't you just go for the kitchen? Oh, what do I want to go out on?
I am black.
Welcome back.
Ah.
How has the harrowing dedusting going?
Pretty good.
Good.
Now I'm remembering why I used to feel where I was going to this place. It's kind of a way. Trying to think of how to reorganize my desk is a pain in the ass.
A lot to move about.
You ever have those issues? Huh?
A lot to move about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know for me, I'm kind of stuck in a permanent state of mess that I'm trying to figure out, especially with, like, I got a freaking spaghetti of wires going everywhere.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Figuring out what I'm gonna do with all these wires.
Yeah, it's like, I just had the moment where I realized, you know, if all of these wires were vines, I would be freaking out right now.
Yeah. See, because, like, the big thing for me is, like, the way it worked before was I had, like, a nice little hole in my desk that you could just feed all the wires through. So there's just, like, one big tentacle of wires coming down the back. It's all out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why one of the reasons why I originally put my PC under my desk. If I move it to the top, then now I have an issue of I'm gonna have a mass of wires all behind my desk, still out of sight, but less organized.
Mm-hmm.
I could put my PC back where it was and just make sure to regularly clean it more. Just stop being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, and that's it for the Splatfest on my end.
oh really? So it's what, 10 o'clock there?
No, it's midnight.
Midnight. Oh.
Because
Okay, so it's
I'm in
not the
Eastern
same
time.
10 to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I believe when they made the announcement for here, it was like 9 to 9, Pacific time.
Yeah, I guess it makes more sense. Since it is just it is one region. You guys have to just sort out the timing on your own.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, it's kind of nice to dive in and do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they let the test fire, or premiere, whatever you want to call it, I wish they let it last longer, like maybe for the length of the weekend.
Yeah.
Because I know for myself, I was very disappointed to find out that, yeah, I had to work overtime for this Saturday, and it's like, oh, that's going to cut into that frickin' time. But, you know, at least I had a couple hours to enjoy it.
Yeah. See, that's one of the reasons why I don't get into betas too much, because it's like, okay, sure, yeah, it's fun, but since progress typically doesn't carry across, I'm like, I don't want to waste the effort.
Yeah. Which I'll admit, I was pretty disappointed to see the thing pop up saying, oh, well, just so you know, your progress doesn't carry over to the main game, which made me go, I mean, why? But, I mean, yeah. At the very least, I know I found the just the sheer experience to be enjoyable. So
Yeah.
that was nice.
Hmm.
Nice. Yeah. Might as well end the stream here.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out for the duration.
Indeed.